Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik and this is the Game War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. This is my play by email match against KilRoy. KilRoy is the commander of the Allied forces, and for me it is like usually and always the Japanese Empire. We playing scenario 1 day turn setup, so very standard. We are now at the early New Year, so 3rd of January 1942. And I continue to grab what is possible in the Philippines without much a fight. This is the convoy lanes of I think West Coast America, Port Moresby, and then down to east side of Australia. And some of my subs trying to intercept, but KilRoy have more and more sub hunter task forces slowly grinding me down. But at least sometimes I'm able to strike back. This is Wake Island and there's a AM. And one of my robots can hit one of these ships, and this is likely the end. Yeah, this is sinking sound. This was nothing at the end. Sub tried to only escape, and the destroyers are not able to find my submarine now again. So you can see that he has at least 3 task forces hunting for submarines, and my submarine always using these 2 torpedoes to escape. Here's some reaction west of Java. There was, I think, the British cruiser fleet around Hermes. But first, this is a light cargo ship, was damaged by coastal battery in Palmbang, and I try to bring it out and to my port. But of course I run inside this last Dutch submarine here, and now this cargo ship is for sure dead. Yeah. But this is only a 3-point ship. And my Betty is trying still to fight off these PT boats. And I don't know how often I get a report hit, and I would say every report hit must be a kill. A 250 kilogram bomb is always a kill for PT boat, but how often I must get a hit message to really sink a ship is the other question. I still believe that this hit report is maximum 10% realistic and accurate. So 90% of these messages are faulty messages. Some of my Navy bombers out of Singapore, I keep them 1 range short of Batavia, but KilRoy have here some Dutch Buffaloes on patrol. Only benefit is here now that Dutch Buffaloes have only, I think, light machine guns, so they are not so powerful like the British or Americans. And my Bettys can maybe survive this. And because of Dutch Buffaloes have also no armor protection, my light machine guns can maybe even create some damage on them. So there was really a Betty was able to defeat the enemy fighter. Very rare. It will never happen again. Only this kind of situation with the Dutch buffaloes. So even unescorted, this Betty strike was able to break through, but I would never try this again, because one P40 can be the end of any attack here. So here's a AP, but these are this very small 3-point APs, not much value. But at least I can hit them. And both APs sink. Good. So 2 out of 3 APs are dead, and no ships on board. No bombardment in China. Sweep over Singapore. But no one is more here. Strike in the jungle with little success. And so long I can find Chinese units in the open, I will attack them. Once there's simply no target more in open terrain, I will maybe switch to training. All of this burns all supplies, and I heavily invested in I increased my heavy industry even stronger compared to the Jochen game. So there's not many supplies I can spare for China now to send out from Japan. So one of my submarines have more and more problems with the flotation damage. And again, destroyers against submarines, and again nothing happens. So I'm still driving my tanks forward in front of my infantry armies and try to weak or even break all Chinese resistance on the way to Xi'an. Again, the tanks in this terrain are not the best, but I can inflict more damage to the Chinese, and most of my tanks are getting only disabled. Once this operation is over and Xi'an is under Japanese control, I will maybe stop this and rest for 1 or 2 weeks, simply because I'm also running sooner or later out of supplies. Here is also a battle in open terrain. This is always in favor for the tanks, and I slowly grind here all the Chinese forces. It's not an immediately victory for me, but the Chinese are simply losing more and more ground. This is crossing river and shock attack, and maybe the last American forces just surrender in Mindanao. And yeah, catching up this base force, but they're retreating even deeper in the jungle. Okay, but I kick them a little more. There's still some non-combat units disabled in this squad. Shortlands, also now under Japanese control. KilRoy's bombardment in Palmbang. Okay, but I have 250 attack value and the Dutch are down to 75. Good. That was the turn. So, yeah, continually success for me all over the map. And remember that KilRoy, I think he play more or less like the passive game in China, so he will not really react, I think, to most or 90% he will not react to my activities in China. I think I don't know if it's his tactic. So in China, no, still too many Chinese forces everywhere around the map. Still no clear front line. No big change this turn. My tank was not able to crash here the defeat. But I'm linking up here with my eastern army, my southern army is coming, and it's a question of 1 week to arrive in Xi'an. Only other big outcome was here this British force disappeared. My cruisers was not able to locate them. And also my carriers, I sent my carriers north because I was thinking maybe KilRoy tried to escape north, but it looks like he's not trying to go north. And my cruisers were not able to finish them off. So I try to keep or trap all ships here in the Java Sea so that they don't try to escape. And I'm blocking here also the islands, or at least I try to have everywhere submarines or units to where most likely I will have enemy task forces. And here's also something still going south, I don't know what. And my forces in Palmbang are minesweeping and some submarines, so we will see. Nothing more here, so I'm marching on Bataan, no big change. There's still PT boats and patrol gunboats here looking around this area, and my navy bombers don't want to really attack them. A little strange in this game, also in the future this will happen. My navy bombers often really don't want to attack small ships. You will see this later much more happened. All what is small ships, PT boats, my navy bombers don't want to attack them. They're only making scout attack, but not really heavy attack. Good. Anything else? I have my carriers are here at Nomaya, but no activity. No activity here. No sight of ally forces at the Marshall Islands. And maybe a short look here. My submarine's still trying to block the come and go from Pearl Harbor. And you can see that KilRoy is having at least 3 hunter groups, I think, here for my destroyers. Good. And because I've missed this at the beginning, so the air loss is 4-2, so I lost the Key 21 and the Betty. This is likely one of my Bettys get intercepted by the Dutch pilots and make it not back. And the ops losses is maybe somewhere in China. And for KilRoy, it's a bunch of other stuff. So I lost the Betty, but it looks like I also kill one of the Dutch Buffaloes gets killed. And the rest is scouting airplane. Or these are B-18, I think. These are something like a Key 21. This is a twin engine bomber, so, but not the best airframe. And ship sunk last turn was official Hermes again, but we had no activity with this. So I lost my small cargo ship. I sunk 2 mini APs with short range and nearly no capacity in this AM. So nothing special, nothing game changing. I keep this short because I make normally every day in real time 2 or 3 turns with KilRoy. So I'm far behind and I try to catch up a little. Thank you all. See you. Take care. Bye bye.